Okay, so if we are talking about the e-way bill, first of all, we need to understand what is the exact concept and what is the purpose of the e-way bill. So, yes. So now, what is e-way bill? Some students are telling me that it's an electronic document which is requirement for the movement of goods in order to eliminate fake bill produced by the transportation of goods. Very nice. So some student is saying me it's a electronic way bill. It is a document for movement of bill. No, it's a document of movement of goods. Yeah, maybe you typed wrong. It's a document for movement of goods. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, I will explain you which is what is the exact meaning of e-way bill. Okay, listen very carefully. The purpose of e-way bill is very simple. The purpose is to stop the fake billing. The very first purpose is to stop the fake billing. Sir, what is the meaning of fake billing? What generally happens is a person prepare a bill and give it to the transporter. If the vehicle was searched and checked in transit, then of course there is a bill available. They have the copy of the bill, so the officer will permit the further movement because there is no tax evasion. Think about the case when the officer doesn't stop the vehicle and the bill doesn't get checked anywhere. What the person can do is he can cancel that bill later once the goods reach to the destination. Nobody is able to find out that there was any bill which is now cancelled because the cancellation might be possible because of any other reason also. Na? I prepared a wrong invoice in the wrong name and I just want to cancel the bill. So I just cancelled the bill. I can argue with the government na, that I can cancel the bill. I cancelled the bill because I prepared a wrong invoice. So how can we make sure that that bill which is used during the transportation doesn't get cancelled later? And how we can reconcile the information that how many goods are actually transported or dispatched from the factory, how many goods are actually dispatched from the factory. Okay, so government introduced a concept of e-way bill, that is called electronic way bill. It means if I want to dispatch the goods, I want to transport the goods, if there are some goods in the movement, so with the dispatch of the goods, with the removal of the goods, with the movement of the goods, I need prior to that movement to intimate to the government, to the portal. I have to online upload all the information regarding the goods, regarding the movement of the goods, and they will generate me a e-way bill. That e-way bill I have to carry with my movement of goods. That e-way bill will be accompanied with the goods. So if I want to transport my goods, what I will do, I will first go to the e-way bill portal. I will upload all the information, that is the information of the goods, information of the transporter, information of the vehicle, and they will generate me a e-way bill. I will carry that e-way bill during the transit, and that goods will be accompanied with the e-way bill. So that first of all, you are on online intimating the movement of the goods, so you cannot deny that movement later. If there is no intimation of movement of goods, what I can do, I will just cancel the bill, and I can say that I didn't move any goods, I didn't dispatch any goods. I can cancel the bill later, but I cannot cancel the e-way bill because it is online intimated, it is online prepared. So that e-way bill is already uploaded on the GST portal. I cannot deny that e-way bill later. And that is how the movement of goods will help department in reducing the tax evasion. So officer, if they are checking the goods in transit, they will always require us to produce e-way bill. What they can do is they can check the e-way bill online as well, and they can reconcile the physical goods with the information available on e-way bill. So now those assessees uh, who are moving the goods only with the cover of invoice, that is not possible after 2018. After 2018, now, if there is any person who wants to transport the goods, he required to intimate that movement before the transportation, before the commencement of the movement, and that's why they are required to prepare online an e-way bill, and that e-way bill is required to be accompanied with the goods. So I have to hand over the copy of the e-way bill to the transporter. He will carry that e-way bill during the movement of the goods. That is the basic purpose of e-way bill. Okay. Now, what is e-way bill? So very interesting fact is e-way bill stands for electronic way bill. It is a compliance document to be carried by a carrier of the consignment. And when I am uploading the e-way bill, I am uploading the information of e-way bill. They will give me an EBN number. That is basically the e-way bill number, electronic way bill number, and that EBN number is used to trace the e-way bill. Like if the officer wants to check the e-way bill online, what he will do is he will just search the EBN number and he can get the information from the portal that what is the information exactly uploaded on the portal. So with the help of the EBN number, all the parties can easily trace what is the information uploaded online about the movement of the goods. So when I am uploading, I will always get the EBN number. So everybody is familiar about the concept of e-invoicing. So this is also a concept relating to e-invoicing. But the matter is, e-invoicing is applicable only for those assessees whose turnover is more than 50 crore, or right now the limit is 20 crore, but 50 crore. But actually e-way bill is mandatory for all the movement of goods where the value of goods is more than 50,000 rupees only. So if the movement of goods, if the consignment value which I am transporting is more than 50,000, then e-way bill is compulsory applicable. So if there is any consignment going, and if the value of goods in that truck is more than 50,000, then e-way bill is compulsory. He has to prepare the e-way bill. The party involved, whether it is seller, whether it is buyer, or maybe transporter, they have to prepare the e-way bill for the moment if the value of goods is more than 50,000 rupees. Are you getting it? Yes. Now, how this provision arrives means what are the power given in the act about this provision. Actually, this provision is governed by section 68 of the CGST Act. Yes. And as per section 68 of the CGST Act, the government has prepared rules under 138. So section 68 delegates the power to the government to make rules regarding e-way bill, and under rule 138, government framed the rules and regulations about e-way bill. So e-way bill is governed by rule 138 of CGST rules. Yes. Now section 68 talks about that the person in charge of a conveyance has to carry some document if the value of the goods is more than the specified value. So government has prescribed the rules regarding section 68, which gives the power to prescribe e-way bill. Okay. So we have rule 138. We have some other rules as well, like 138A, 138B, 138B, C or D. But the important rule is rule 138. Rule 138 is very important because this is about the e-way bill. We will also cover 138A, 138B, 138C and 138B. But these rules are not that important. Okay. So now the question arises is, sir, what about rule 138? What is the e-way bill? Who is required to prepare? How it is required to be prepared? And now we are going to start about e-way bill. So listen very carefully. First of all, when, who, how means we have to understand when I am required to prepare the e-way bill, who will prepare the e-way bill, how, and when again. So first of all, tell me, if my goods are going to be dispatched within 1 day or maybe 2 days, I am going to prepare the e-way bill after the dispatch or before the dispatch. Just think about it, you will get the answer. I will prepare the e-way bill after the dispatch of the goods, or I will prepare the e-way bill before the dispatch of the goods. Of course, e-way bill is required to be prepared before the commencement of the movement of goods. Of course. Because if the goods are checked in the transit, then of course I should have e-way bill. So I will prepare the e-way bill before the commencement. Is it right? Of course it is true. It is correct. Of course I should prepare the e-way bill before the commencement. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. But you know, there is an interesting case. And what is the case? If I am dispatching the goods by road, then I have to prepare the e-way bill before commencement of movement of goods. But if I am dispatching the goods by air, or I am dispatching the goods by railway, or if I am dispatching the goods by water, then I can prepare the e-way bill even after the commencement of movement of goods. It is not compulsory for me to prepare the e-way bill before commencement of the goods in case of railway, air and water. You know why? You know why? Why it is only mandatory for transportation by road? Why it is not mandatory to prepare the e-way bill before commencement in case of water, in case of air, or in case of uh, railway? Why? I need an answer from all of you guys because there is some logic behind it. It is through the government. No, air is not through the government. Government doesn't have any airline. You have to. Uh, no, no, no. These are not the logics I was expecting. No, Shruti. No, Vasudev. No, 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 no. Actually, it is very simple because I want to prepare the e-way bill before commencement so that the officer can check the e-way bill in transit. Officer cannot check the e-way bill if the goods are going through air, if the goods are going through railway, if the goods are going through water, if the aeroplane is, I am transporting the goods by air, is the officer has the power to stop the plane in transit and check the goods? So of course it's a very not common sense. I cannot say common sense. It's a special sense. You know, now common sense is not commonly available, so I cannot quote it as a common sense. Now I can say it's a special sense. It's a super sense now. So as per the super sense, as per the common sense, just think about it. Why to require the e-way bill in transit if the officer cannot check the e-way bill in transit? Think about it. So yeah, in road, officer can stop any conveyance and check the goods, but in case of railway, in case of aircraft, he cannot stop any conveyance, he cannot stop the plane, he cannot stop the railway and check the goods in the transit. He can just check the goods at the time of destination. So of course, I can prepare the e-way bill after starting of the movement as well. So it is not important that you have to prepare the e-way bill before commencement only. Even if I have dispatched the goods are dispatched, you can prepare the e-way bill after starting of the commencement of goods as well. It is not mandatory to carry the e-way bill during transit. Okay. Second, who will prepare the e-way bill? This is very interesting. E-way bill is actually prepared by the person who is registered and who is causing the movement of the goods. So the person who is registered and who is causing the movement of the goods is required to prepare the e-way bill. So what they are saying, every person who is registered and causing the movement is goods in relation to supply or reason other than supply or inward supply from registered person is required to prepare the e-way bill. Now this is very important. Like I have told my wholesaler is in Mumbai, I live in Indore, MP, Madhya Pradesh. So I called my wholesaler in Mumbai and tell him to send the goods to my address at Indore. So he is also registered, I am also registered. Tell me who will prepare the e-way bill. Tell me who will prepare the e-way bill, me or the Mumbai wholesaler? Who will prepare the e-way bill? If I am asking him to deliver the goods, who will prepare the e-way bill? Of course, that Mumbai wholesaler will prepare the e-way bill because he is causing the movement of the goods. Both are registered. That person who is sending the goods, that person is causing the movement of goods. He will prepare the e-way bill. Second case. I ordered some goods to the wholesaler in Mumbai. He told me that I cannot deliver the goods. You have to arrange the transportation. So I talked to the transporter. I arranged the transporter. Now transportation is my responsibility, not the supplier. The supplier told me that pick the goods from my shop. I am not going to deliver it at your premises. So it means the transportation is in the hands of the receiver. I am also registered. He is also registered. Now tell me who will prepare the e-way bill? Whose responsibility to prepare the e-way bill? Of course, now it is my responsibility because I am causing the movement of the goods. Okay. So the registered person who is causing the movement of the goods will prepare the e-way bill. Sir, there is one more case. If the person from whom I am buying, that person is unregistered and I am registered. Now tell me who will prepare the e-way bill. The person from whom I am buying, that person is unregistered and I am registered, means the person from my supplier is unregistered and I am the buyer, I am registered. Now tell me who will prepare the e-way bill. Of course, they said registered person. So in case of inward supply from unregistered person, if I am purchasing something from unregistered person, then it is my responsibility of the registered person to prepare the e-way bill. Are you getting it? So it is the responsibility of the registered person to prepare the e-way bill who is causing the movement of goods, and movement of goods doesn't mean only it is for the supply. Even if the movement of the goods is not for the supply, like I am sending the goods on approval basis, I am sending the goods to the exhibition, I am sending the goods to the job worker, that is not a supply transaction, then also we have to prepare the e-way bill. So e-way will be prepared with the invoice. E-way bill also will be required with the delivery challan. Whether the goods are moving with the invoice or whether the goods are moving with the under the cover of the delivery challan, e-way will be attached with both the documents, whether it is invoice or whether it is delivery challan. So the registered person who is causing the movement of the goods will prepare the e-way bill. And if the person is registered and is buying from the unregistered person, that is the responsibility of the registered person to prepare the e-way bill. Sir, there is one more interesting case. Sir, what about when both the parties are unregistered? Seller is also unregistered, buyer is also unregistered, and the value of goods is more than 50,000. Now who will prepare the e-way bill? Both the parties are unregistered. First of all, they can also prepare the e-way bill. They can also prepare the e-way bill, but it is not mandatory for them because they are not registered. Then there is third party involved, and that party is transporter. If both the parties are unregistered and they are not preparing the e-way bill, then it is the responsibility of the transporter to prepare the e-way bill. Yes. So if it means the primary responsibility to prepare the e-way bill is on consignor or consignee. But if consignor or consignee is not preparing the e-way bill, then the transporter is responsible to prepare the e-way bill. It means the department will also make the transporter responsible for e-way bill as well. So if there is no e-way bill in the conveyance of a transporter, they can also seize the vehicle and ask for the e-way bill. They can also make the transporter responsible for e-way bill. Yes, you know why? Because if you are not making transporter responsible, then he will just make an excuse that both the parties didn't send me the e-way bill, so don't stop my vehicle, don't seize my conveyance because it is not my responsibility. Actually, it is his responsibility also to carry the e-way bill. So he will deny any consignment without e-way bill. He will tell the consignor or consignee, please send me the e-way bill, otherwise I will be preparing the e-way bill. Okay. Now, how we will prepare the e-way bill? Actually, e-way bill will be prepared in two parts. Yes. Part A of the e-way bill and part B of the e-way bill. Actually, the format of e-way bill is called EWB01. That EWB01 contains the two parts, part A and part B. You know what is the purpose of part A and part B? Anybody knows about the purpose of part A and part B? I will tell you. Part A contains the details of the consignment, like value of the goods, HSN code, duty amount, duty rate, quantity. These all are basically covered in part A, value of the consignment details. Part B talks about transporter details, like what is the mode of the transport, like it is going by road, water, air, or railway. Vehicle number or the train number or the flight number in which the basically goods are transported. And third one is the docket number or the receipt number or the bilty number. That bilty number we also have to quote in the e-way bill. So part A contains the consignment details and part B contains the transporter details. I want to know from all of you guys why there is a requirement to divide the e-way bill into two parts. Why not only one part? Why not there? Why there is a requirement to divide the e-way bill into two parts, part A and part B? Any logic behind that? Can anyone give me the logic why we are dividing the complete e-way bill into two parts, part A and part B? Actually, I will tell you. No. For better understanding, no. One part retained by the officer, no. Supply and destination, no. No logics are working here. No logics are working here. You know why? Didn't you cover the e-way bill in inter exams? Means when you were giving your inter exams like 1 year or 2 years back, didn't you cover the details in the inter exams? Like e-way bill is in your syllabus in inter as well, na? It was in your syllabus in intermediate or not? It was in your syllabus. So you didn't know anything about e-way bill. You didn't know the logic why there are two different parts, because nobody is giving me the right logic. Only few students are giving me the right logic. So you don't remember anything. Sir, once the exam are over now, we are out of it. It's like our relationship is over and I am gonna block her from everywhere. So your relationship with intermediate syllabus is over once the exam is over. Yes? That was happened? You broke up your relationship with the inter books, inter syllabus. Yeah. So that is how things work. Okay. I will give you the logic. The logic is very simple. I have prepared the part A of the e-way bill. Who I am the consignee and the seller. I prepared the part A of the e-way bill. I called my transporter and asked him the docket number, vehicle number, and everything from the transporter. Transporter told me that I cannot give you the vehicle number or docket number right now because our consignment is going after 3 days. So I cannot decide in which vehicle, in which truck that consignment is going. So I cannot give you the vehicle number right now. I will give you the vehicle number 2 hours before the dispatch. So I told him that how is it possible that if you are giving me the vehicle number 2 hours before the dispatch, how can I prepare the e-way bill in that limited time? Maybe I am not available at that time. So I am preparing the e-way bill 2 days earlier before the dispatch, but I don't have the vehicle number. So what can I do? I will fill the part A and I will write down the transporter ID in that part A. That is called transit. Transit means it's a transporter identification number. So that transit number, when I am filling in the part A, that part will be assigned to the transporter. That part B will be assigned to the transporter, and now the transporter can file the remaining details of the part B. So it means one e-way bill can be prepared by the two party. Part A can be filled by the consigner and part B can be filled by the transporter. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? What I am going to explain to you. It's not GST number of the transporter. There is a different number that is called transit number. It is not a GST. It is also 15-digit number, but it is not generated by the GST website. It is generated by the e-way bill website. So there is a different number called transit number, that is basically transporter ID. So from that transporter ID, I can assign the part B of the e-way bill to the transporter. So I will fill the part A and the remaining part B will be filled by the transporter, in which he will write down the vehicle number, in which he can write down the docket number, and then he can print out that e-way bill and can attach that e-way bill with the invoice of the goods. So that is how this e-way bill is divided into two parts, part A and part B. Is everybody able to understand the logic why e-way bill is divided into two parts, part A and part B? Yes or no? Yes? Nice. Now, when the e-way bill will be prepared, I've already told you that I will prepare the e-way bill when the value of consignment is not more than 50,000. So value of consignment is more than 50,000. Then I will prepare the e-way bill. I've already told you about that. But sir, there is an interesting case. Sir, when we are calculating value of consignment, so what is the exact meaning of value of consignment? Value of consignment means invoice value including tax. Yeah, I am not talking about the value excluding tax. I am not talking about the taxable value. I am talking about the invoice value. So my invoice is the value of taxable value of my goods is 45,000 and GST amount is 7,000. So my invoice value is 52,000. My consignment is more than 50,000. I have to prepare the e-way bill. So the value of consignment is inclusive of GST, but excluding the value of exempt item. Like in my invoice, I have taxable item as well as exempt item. So what I will do, like my total invoice value is 1,20,000. But out of that, exempted value is 70,000. So out of 120, exempted goods is 80,000. So now the remaining consignment value is only 40,000. So I don't have to prepare the e-way bill. So when I'm talking about the value of consignment, it is the invoice value of the taxable supply. Invoice value of the taxable supply. So I have to exclude exempt supply from my value of goods. That is how we are going to calculate the value of the goods for the purpose of e-way bill. Now, interesting fact is, I have already told you about that. This is a repeated slide that every person who is registered person causing the movement in relation to supply other than supply or inward supply from unregistered person, they are required to prepare the e-way bill if the value of more consignment is more than 50,000, and that is e-way bill is required to be prepared before commencement of the movement if it is by road, and we can file part A of the e-way bill, that is EWB01, and part B can be filled by the consigner or the transporter depending on the situation. So that is the repeated slide. I have told you everything about this slide in even the earlier slides as well. Okay. Now one more thing. E-way bill, how we can prepare the e-way bill? Actually, there is an online portal for the e-way bill. The name of the portal is https or www.ewaybillgst.gov.in. So the name of the website is ewaybillgst.gov.in. From that website, I can prepare the e-way bill, I can file the e-way bill, I can fill the e-way bill, and there are two parts of e-way bill, part A and part B. First part contains the transaction detail, second part contains the transporter detail. Again, this slide I have already talked about in the earlier slides as well. Now, this is interesting. Who can furnish the e-way bill? I have told you it can be prepared by the consigner or the consignee. It can be prepared by the transporter. If both the parties are not preparing the e-way bill, transporter can prepare the e-way bill. If the goods are dispatching through Amazon, like I am online ordering something, and the supplier basically dispatch the goods through Amazon. So here the Amazon is a delivery company. Who is delivering your consignment? Actually, Amazon is delivering your consignment, or the courier agency like Delivery or Blue Dart, or these are the companies who are basically delivering the consignment. So it is their responsibility to prepare the e-way bill. I am sending my consignment, and if my value of consignment is more than 50,000, then it is the responsibility of the courier agency, or it is the responsibility of the Amazon or Flipkart to prepare the e-way bill for that goods. And if the goods are going to the job work, then the principal or job worker, anybody can prepare the e-way bill. So these are the people who can prepare the e-way bill. Now, how e-way bill contains the information? So I've already told you that our e-way bill is divided into two parts, part A and part B. Part A contains the transaction details and part B contains the transporter details. So what are the transaction details? Basically GST number of the supplier, GST number of the receiver, place of delivery, docket number like invoice number or delivery challan number, document date, value of goods, HSN code, reason for transportation, like I am supplying, I am exporting, I am sending goods for the job worker, I am sending goods for the approval. What are the reason I am transporting the goods? Part B contains the vehicle number and the transporter docket number and mode of the transport. That is how our e-way bill is prepared in the two part A and the part B. Now another question is when to generate the e-way bill. I've already told you that if my value of consignment is more than 50,000, then I have to generate the e-way bill. But there are two additional reasons for generating e-way bill. If the goods are going from principal to job worker, then e-way bill is compulsory irrespective of the value of the goods. Like principal is sending only 20,000 rupees value of goods to the job worker, then also e-way bill is compulsory. And if there is an interstate movement of handicraft goods, then the value of consignment is not important. You have to prepare the e-way bill. So practically there are two other reasons where value of consignment is not necessary. Normally e-way bill is prepared when the value of consignment is more than 50,000. But if the value of consignment is if the goods are going from principal to job worker, or if it is an interstate movement of handicraft goods, then value of consignment is not necessary. Means in the last two cases, I have to prepare e-way bill mandatory irrespective of the value of consignment. So value of consignment will not be considered while the goods are going from the principal to the job worker, or when the goods are handicraft goods are going outside the state. In that case, e-way bill is mandatory. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Nice. One more thing is, I've already told you about that. If the consignor or consignee, they don't generate the e-way bill, then it is the responsibility of transporter to generate the e-way bill. I've already told you about that. if the value is more than 50,000, if both the parties are not generating the e-way bill, then who will generate the e-way bill? Transporter has to generate the e-way bill. I have already explained that later. I have already explained it earlier. Okay. Now this is again, I have already explained that if I am transporting the goods by road, then I have to prepare the e-way bill before the commencement of goods. And if the transportation goods by railway or air or vessel, then I can prepare the e-way bill even before or after the moment of the conveyance. But there is one more interesting case. If the goods are transported by railway, you know, in India, railways are under government control. They are under the Department of Railway. Indian Railways are the Department of Government of India. So they imposed one more condition on the Indian Railways, that if anybody comes to you to claim the goods, like you're delivering the goods from Mumbai to Delhi. So when the goods reached at the destination, someone will go to the railway, go down and ask for the goods. At that time, you will not hand over the goods to the consignee if he is not presenting you the e-way bill. So railway will not hand over the goods to the consignee unless he is preparing the e-way bill. So it is not compulsory for railway, air or vessel to prepare the e-way bill before consignment only. They can prepare the e-way bill after movement as well, after commencement as well, but at the time of dispatch, at the time of delivery, at the time of handing over the goods to the consignee, the railway will ask you about the e-way bill. They will ask you to produce the e-way bill. Without that, they are not going to deliver you the consignment. That is again an interesting fact. Moving towards the next slide, I have already told you that e-way bill, if not generated by the consigner, then it is the responsibility of the transporter to prepare the e-way bill, and they can assign the e-way bill to the transporter as well. I have told you about that as well. There is one more interesting fact, that if my value of consignment is less than 50,000, then also I have an option to prepare the e-way bill. Means e-way bill can be prepared on voluntary basis as well. Like my consignment value is 30,000 only, but I don't want to like officer may ask questions, why your value is less than 50,000, why you are not preparing e-way bill. So I want to avoid questioning of the officer, and that's why I want to prepare the e-way bill in each and every case. So yeah, on voluntary basis, you can prepare the e-way bill as well. So even if your consignment is 20,000, you can prepare the e-way bill and hand over the e-way bill to the transporter. It is not important that you will prepare the e-way bill only if the consignment value is more than 50,000. You can prepare the e-way bill on voluntary basis as well. Very nice. I have already told you that if the movement is caused by the unregistered person to the registered person, then I have told you that the registered person will prepare the e-way bill. And if both the parties are unregistered, then I have told you that the transporter is liable to generate the e-way bill. So either the consignor or consignee prepare the e-way bill, and both the parties are unregistered and they are not preparing the e-way bill, then the transporter has to generate the e-way bill. Sir, can unregistered party also prepare the e-way bill? Yes, they can also prepare the e-way bill, but it is not their primary responsibility. So if they are not preparing the e-way bill, then transporter will prepare the e-way bill. So if registered party is causing the movement, that party will prepare the e-way bill. If unregistered party is buying from unregistered party, then registered party is preparing the e-way bill. Both the parties are unregistered, then they can also prepare the e-way bill. But if they are not preparing the e-way bill, then transporter has to prepare the e-way bill. That is the concept. Who will prepare the e-way bill? E-way bill not required in one case. It is very interesting. Listen. Like I have a godown in the middle of the city, okay, but transporter is located 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers away from the city because trucks are not allowed to enter in the city. So the transporter is located 20 kilometers far from the city. Okay, so how I will deliver the goods at the premises of the transporter? I will use small autos. I will use small commercial vehicles. I will use a small lorry. And from my premises to that premises, I will send the goods in a small auto or lorry. And from there, that goods will be loaded in the premises, or that goods will be loaded in that truck, and then that will be going from Mumbai to Delhi. For example, I want to dispatch the goods from Mumbai to Delhi. My premises of my godown is in the middle of the city, but the transporter is located 20 kilometers away from the city. Now I will use another mode of transport from transporting the goods from my premises to the premises of the transporter. Whether I have to prepare one e-way bill for this transportation as well? Tell me. Whether I will prepare two e-way bill, one e-way bill from my premises to the transporter premises, and another e-way bill from transporter premises to Delhi. No. What I will do is I will prepare only part A. I will prepare only part A of the e-way bill when my goods are dispatched from my premises to the transporter premises. So for this transportation, I will prepare the part A and I will not write down the vehicle number. So when my goods are going from my premises to the premises of the transporter, I will just prepare the part A and I will assign the part B to the transporter. Now when the goods will reach to the transporter, when the goods are unloaded in the consignment or the truck of the transporter, then the transporter will fill the part B and then print out, he will take the printout of the e-way bill. So it means I don't have to fill the part B of the e-way bill from my premises to the premises of the transporter. Means I will not furnish the information of that auto rickshaw or that lorry from my premises to the premises of the transporter if the distance is not more than 50 kilometers. So place of the business of consigner to the place of the transporter, the e-way bill is not required. If the distance is within the 50 kilometer, then I will only fill part A. Part B is not mandatory if the place of consigner and the place of transporter, the distance is not more than 50 kilometer. If the distance is more than 50 kilometer, then I have to prepare the e-way bill with part B as well. But if the distance is not more than 50 kilometer, then I will not fill the part B. So one e-way bill will work for that. I will just fill the part A, assign the part B to the transporter. Transporter will fill the part B with the vehicle number. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, very nice. Now, I have told you that a registered person has to prepare the e-way bill. So, for preparing the e-way bill, you need one more login ID of e-way bill portal as well. We have one login ID of GST portal. That login ID will not work for preparation of e-way bill. So for preparation of e-way bill, I need to generate one more login ID, one more username and password, and that will be automatically generated with the help of GSTIN number. So if I am registered and I have a GST number, I can easily furnish the details of my GSTIN and I will get the username and password for preparation of e-way bill. But if I am an unregistered person, I told you that unregistered person is also can also prepare the e-way bill. Voluntarily he can also prepare the e-way bill. So if unregistered person wants to prepare the e-way bill or the transporter wants to prepare the e-way bill, then they can also register on the e-way bill website with the help of PAN or Aadhaar. So they can register on the e-way bill website, but not with the GSTIN number because they don't have the GSTIN number. So they will register on the e-way bill website with the help of the PAN or Aadhaar number. So the unregistered person will also get the login ID and password for e-way bill preparation, and that will be with the help of the PAN or Aadhaar number. Navneet is asking one question that if an entire journey is less than 50 kilometer and the goods are more than 50,000, then e-way bill is required. Actually, e-way bill is required. There is actually some myth. People think that if the distance is not more than 50 kilometers, then there is no requirement of e-way bill. That is not the case. That is only the case when the goods are going from consignor to the place of the transporter. If the goods are going from consignor to the consignee, then even the distance is less than 50 kilometers, you have to prepare the e-way bill. Sir, can one generate a e-way bill after the goods are at the destination? No. You have to prepare the e-way bill before. In case of railway, okay, in case of railway. Yeah, but before asking for the delivery, you have to generate the e-way bill before asking for the delivery. The railway will not deliver you the goods without presenting or without production of e-way bill. So you have to prepare the e-way bill before asking for the delivery. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, they will not allow you to prepare, give you the goods without e-way bill. So if you are asking them, they will ask you to present the e-way bill. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I can go and prepare the e-way bill. Yeah, of course you can do that. Nah, that is not the problem. Okay. Yes. One more thing. If the transporter get registered through the PAN or Aadhaar, then he will also get the transit number that is called transporter ID. Again, it's a 15-digit code that is used for assignment of part B of the e-way bill. So if I am a transporter, I will get the transporter ID. I will tell all my clients that this is my transporter ID. So whenever you are assigning, use this transporter ID for preparation of e-way bill. So that part will be assigned to me. I will fill the part B of the e-way bill. So transporter ID is helpful to assign the part B of the e-way bill. Nice. This is interesting. You know why? Because this is the exact screenshot how that e-way bill portal looks. I cannot log in the e-way bill portal. So how can I show you how the practically e-way bill portal looks? So this is how the e-way bill portal looks. This portal, when I am logging and I clicked on the button of preparation of e-way bill. The portal will bring me to this page. This page contains the various details like transaction details, goods detail, billing from, bill to, delivery address, HSN code, description, quantity, value of goods and everything. And after that, there is a transporter ID number. They will ask you the approximate distance between the consignor and consignee. And part B will ask you the mode of transport, vehicle type, vehicle number, and transporter docket number. So this is the exact details that we have to fill in the part A and part B of the e-way bill. It is not compulsory for consignor to fill the part B. If he is writing down the transit number, then it is not compulsory for him to fill the part B. He can directly submit the button and the part will be assigned to the transporter. If he is writing down the transporter ID, then part B is not mandatory to be filled by the consignor. It can be filled by the transporter as well. So this is how practically we can prepare the e-way bill. I told you that when I am preparing the e-way bill, I will get the EBN number. That EBN number will be communicated to the three party: recipient, supplier, and the transporter. All the parties can easily trace the e-way bill with the help of this e-way bill number. So once I am preparing the e-way bill number, all these three parties will get the message in their registered phone number that this is the e-way bill number for this consignment. So EBN number will be communicated to the supplier, recipient, and the transporter through the common portal. Very nice. Very interesting is when my trucks broke in between transit. If there is any breakdown in my motor vehicle in between transit, what I have to do? I have to shift the goods from one conveyance to another conveyance. So what I have to do now, because I have write down the vehicle number of old vehicle. But now the further movement of goods will be going in the new vehicle. So my vehicle number changed. So how can I change the vehicle number in the e-way bill? Yes, you can easily update the part B of the e-way bill. Part A updation is not allowed, but any person can update the part B of the e-way bill. So the transporter or the original consignor who has prepared the part A or part of B of the e-way bill, they can easily update the part A and part of the e-way bill if there is a shift in goods from one vehicle to another goods. So you can update the part B anytime before the destination. So if my vehicle got broke down and then again another vehicle also broke down, so I can shift the vehicle 2 or 3 times. Just I have to update the part B of e-way bill each and every time. Yeah, so I can easily update the part of B of the e-way bill, and through this I can move further. I can further move these goods in another vehicle as well. So yeah. If I am going from truck to railway and then from road, then from air, then again truck, then water. So every time what I will do, when I am shifting the goods from one conveyance to another conveyance, I just have to update the part B. I don't have to prepare 6 different e-way bills. No. Like from Vijayawada to Hyderabad, Hyderabad to Mumbai, Mumbai to Mumbai port, I will not prepare different e-way bills. I will prepare the single e-way bill. Every time when the consignment is transferred, I will just update the part B of the e-way bill. I will change the mode of the transport. I will change the vehicle number. I will change the docket number. So I can update the part B of the e-way bill as many times as possible. Very nice. One e-way bill can go through the multiple mode of transport. You just have to update the part B of the e-way bill. That is again very interesting. Even you can change the transporter as well. So the transporter got changed. So I can change the transit number as well. So what will happen is the original transporter or the original consignor who has prepared the e-way bill, they can change the transit number of the consignor in the e-way bill as well. So once the transit number got changed, that e-way will be assigned to the new transporter, and the new transporter will update the vehicle number, and then the e-way bill can be, that single e-way bill can be used for the further movement of the goods. So even one e-way bill for different transporter is as well. You just have to update the transit number, and the new that e-way bill will be assigned to the new transporter. Your e-way bill number will not change. Your e-way bill number will be same. Just the updation of the information on the online portal. So every time I will go to the portal and I will just update the part B. I will update the transit number. I can change the vehicle. I can change the transporter as well. Very nice. One interesting thing is if transporter has multiple e-way bill, he has multiple consignment in his truck. He has 40 e-way bills. He doesn't want to carry 40 e-way bill. What he can do, he can consolidate all e-way bills in a single e-way bill. Means every party prepares the e-way bill and send that e-way bill to the transporter. Now transporter does not want to carry 40 or 50 e-way bills. What he wants a single e-way bill for the complete truck. So what he can do, he can prepare a consolidated e-way bill with the help of all the e-way bills. So yeah, consigner, the transporter can prepare a consolidated e-way bill, and what he will do, he will write down the EBN number of all the single e-way bills. Automatically the portal will collect all the information with the help of EBN number, and he can prepare the consolidated e-way bill. Interesting thing is the format of consolidated e-way bill is given in EWB02. EWB1 is for the single e-way bill, individual e-way bills, and consolidated e-way bill format is EWB02. So transporter can prepare EWB02 as well. Very nice. Can we cancel the e-way bill? Yes, you can cancel the e-way bill, but it is required to be cancelled within 24 hours. So you can cancel any e-way bill, but that cancellation is possible only within 24 hours from the preparation. Yes. Next thing is very interesting, and that is the time limit. You cannot reuse the e-way bill every time. So your e-way bill will automatically expire within a time limit. And you know what is the time limit? The time limit of the expiry depends on the destination or the distance required to be covered. So there is 1 day available for 200-kilometer distance. So you are going from a place to another place and the distance is 200 kilometer, then you will get 1 day. And for every 200 kilometer and part of it, for every 200 kilometer and part of it, you will get extra 1 day. So like if I want my distance between the two destinations is 300 kilometer, I will get the validity of e-way bill will be 2 days. My e-way will be valid for 2 days. My distance is 400 kilometers. Sorry, my distance is 500 kilometer. My e-way bill validity is 3 days. If my distance is 190, my e-way bill validity will be 1 day. If my distance is 100, my e-way will be valid for 1 day. If my distance is 210, tell me, if my distance is 210 kilometers, 210 kilometers, my e-way will be valid for 2 days because multiple part of it. So if it is more than 200 kilometer, I will get 1 extra day, and that is the interesting point, that I will get extra 1 day if it is more than 200 kilometer. But if it's not a normal cargo, if it's a over-dimensional cargo, you know what is the meaning of over-dimensional cargo? Just a second, I am changing the battery of my camera, but you can hear me, I think. So I am explaining you what is the meaning of over-dimensional cargo. Over-dimensional cargo means cargo which is not normally allowed under Motor Vehicles Act. Means you have to take the special permission if you want to transport the over-dimensional cargo. So these cargoes are normally not allowed to be put on the road. You have to put that cargo with the special permission. So that cargo is called over-dimensional cargo. And if you're transporting over-dimensional cargo, then the limit is very less, that you can, the validity is only and only 20 kilometers per day. Because you cannot transport over-dimensional cargo with a lot of speed. So your speed will be very slow. So you will only get the 20 kilometers per day if you are transporting over-dimensional cargo. 1 day 20 kilometers, and again extra 1 day for each and every 20 kilometer addition. Okay, but I can tell you there is one more. What if it takes more than specific days? Then you have to prepare a new e-way bill. Shruti, if your e-way bill got expired, you have to prepare a new e-way bill, because your e-way bill will be invalid from the date it got expired. So you have to prepare the new e-way bill from that place. Okay, interesting fact. This is very interesting. Listen very carefully. Your e-way bill will not be valid from the time you are preparing it. Like this is right now, it is 1 o'clock. I will not, if I'm preparing my e-way bill right now, my 24 hours will not be counted from 1 p.m. today. Always the validity of e-way bill will start at midnight 12. So if I am preparing the e-way bill right now and I am transporting the distance like 150 kilometers, okay, I am transporting the goods for 150 kilometers, I will get 1 day. But my 1 day, my 24-hour will be counted from 12 midnight. Today, 12 midnight, from tomorrow 12 midnight, I will get complete 1 day if I am preparing my e-way bill from at right now. So always the validity of the period of any e-way bill will be begin with 12 midnight, because you cannot find out the exact time of preparation of e-way bill. So they will count your validity period from the 12 midnight only. Okay, so of course everybody will get the grace period. So I am preparing the e-way bill right now. I will have the grace period of like from right now it will be 5 hour plus 6 hour, around 11 hours. I have the grace period. So my validity will be counted from 12 midnight to tomorrow 12 midnight. So yeah, every time the validity of the e-way bill will be started from 12 midnight only. Is it, are you getting this? Very nice. This is the concept about the, I have quoted the example as well. You will just read these example once. Now this is the last and the important point of e-way bill. When e-way bill is not required, there are list of goods when e-way bill is not required. Like when we are transporting LPG gas for household purpose, kerosene, postal articles, natural or cultured pearls, jewelry items, currency, used personal household articles, corals, non-motorized transport, if the goods are transported by any using any animal, or non-motorized or by cycle, it is not, e-way bill is not required. When it's an import cargo, like in course of transportation, in import, like goods are going from port to ICD, or if the goods are transit, goods are in transit, goods are in transshipment, means goods are imported, like it is during the course of importation, then e-way bill is not required. Some notified states does not prescribe the e-way bill. We just don't have to learn the names of that areas. Exempted goods, e-way bill will not be required. In case of exempted goods like fresh meat, chicken, eggs, milk, butter, a lot of hundred of items. For exempted goods, e-way bill is not required. For alcohol and petrol, e-way bill is not required because it is not covered in GST. For the transaction which is not supply, of course, it is also not covered under GST, so e-way bill is not required. Again, when the goods are transported for export cargo, e-way bill is not required. Goods are in transit for Nepal, Bhutan. I have explained you in exemption that if goods are going from India to Nepal and Bhutan, it is goods in transit. Again, e-way bill is not required. For defense equipments, e-way bill is not required. When the consignment of goods is transported by railway and the consignor is government, if the government is sending some goods by railway, then e-way bill is not required. Empty cargo containers, e-way bill is not required. And if the goods are going for weighbridge, they are going for weighing up to the 20 kilometer. Like every truck requires to go for weighing because it should not be overloaded. So I am sending the goods, I am sending the truck for weighing, and the weigh machine is 20 kilometers away from my place of transportation or from the place of business, then e-way bill is not required. So these are the cases when e-way bill is not required, and I will guarantee you they will ask you one or maybe more than one MCQ based question regarding then that when the e-way bill is required, when the e-way bill is not required. So these slides are very important. Rule 138 is very important because they may ask you case study based question. They may ask you any question regarding any MCQ based question as well. So this is about rule 138A. There is one more thing, that is if the goods are going through bill to ship model. Like I am preparing in the invoice in the name of B, but I am sending the goods to C. So whether there is a requirement of two e-way bill or single e-way bill in this case. I am issuing the invoice in the name of A and I'm sending the goods to C. It's a bill to ship model. I have quoted this example a lot of time. Patanjali is ordering to A to send the goods to C. Whether two e-way bill is required or one e-way bill is required, only one. What will happen in e-way bill when he is quoting billing address, he will quote the address of B. And in e-way bill, there is also an option of delivery address. In delivery address, he will quote the address of C. So the goods will be going from the premises of A to C, but the invoice and billing is in the name of B. So where the billing address, I will quote the address in the name of B, and shipping address, I will quote the name and the address of C. So one e-way bill is sufficient for bill to ship model as well. Now, after these questions, there is last point regarding e-way bill, and it is very interesting. If a person is not filing returns on time, like he is not filing 2 consecutive quarters return if he is a composition dealer, if he is a regular scheme, he has not paid the tax for the last 2 months, or if he is in regular scheme, he has not filed the GSTR1 for the last 2 quarters or 2 months, means he has not filed the returns timely, and his 2 quarters or 2 months return are pending. Last 2 returns are pending. Then the government will block your e-way bill facility. This is very harsh. You know why? Because if you are not filing the return on time, your e-way bill facility will be blocked. It means you cannot prepare the e-way bill. And if you cannot prepare the e-way bill, you cannot dispatch any goods if the value of goods is more than 50,000. So my dispatch will be stopped. I have to stop my production because I cannot dispatch my goods because I have not filed the returns for the last 2 consecutive quarters or the 2 consecutive months, or I have not paid the tax for the last 2 consecutive months. In that case, I cannot dispatch the goods. My e-way bill facility will be blocked. Shruti is saying in case of unregistered person as well. Actually, later the government clarified it and explained that this blockage is only for those assessees whose aggregate turnover is more than 5 crore. So if your aggregate turnover is not more than 5 crore, this restriction will not apply. So of course, this restriction will not apply to the unregistered person. And of course, those registered person whose turnover is less than 5 crore. The restriction and the blockage of e-way bill is only for those assessees whose aggregate turnover is more than 5 crore. So of course, they will be registered. So in that case, their e-way bill facility will be blocked if they are not filing the returns on time. Now we have 138, 138B, 138C. All these provisions just tell the power that the power officer has the power to stop any conveyance. The officer has the power to search any conveyance. The officer will prepare the report within 24 hours and will give the final report within 3 days. And if officer stop the conveyance illegally, then there is one more option. We can register a complaint about the officer as well. So all these provisions are actually given from 138 to 138D. You will just read once. This is not important. The main provision regarding e-way bill is actually governed by Rule 138. And that is about e-way bill. Just read once about 138A, just the 3 or 4 slides are remaining. That will cover 138A, 138B and 138B. And with that, we are able to end this session of e-way bill, and we are able to complete e-way bill as well. So in our next session, which is on Thursday, we will start with the TDS and TCS provision. Then we will be moving towards the assessment, refund and demand and recovery provisions. And we will try to cover as much as provisions as possible. On Thursday, we will cover the miscellaneous provisions of the GST. And on the last session, which is on Tuesday, we will cover the foreign trade policy. So this is Thursday is our second last session, I think. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the lecture of e-way bill, as well as you will cover the miscellaneous provision of the custom. I have already given you the case law and the examples you have to read at your home. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy. Good day. Bye-bye. I have also prepared the MCQ question list. Yeah. I know. You will be asking that, can you upload the important MCQs? So I have prepared around 110 MCQs. That will cover the case study based MCQs, direct MCQs, and I have also attached the answers as well. So I will send that MCQ questions as well on the Telegram channel. Okay, so join the Telegram channel. Stay connected on Telegram channel. You can also stay connected on my YouTube channel. You can also stay connected on my Instagram as well. So my YouTube channel is with the same name, Nikhil Gokhru. My Instagram is also from the same name, Nikhil Gokhru. My Telegram channel, the link is already shared on the chat box. So please stay connected till your exam, because if you have any doubts, if I want to share extra things with you as well, I will also share a lot of extra things. I will try to share a lot of extra things as well. Okay. So please stay connected. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Good day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.